How many carbs should you eat? Welcome to our podcast. If you're interested in this type of content, subscribe to our channel, click like, and share this episode with someone who might benefit. Let's go. Demystifying carbohydrates. Hey everyone, Paleo here. Let's talk about that topic many people try to avoid. Carbohydrates. These little guys are like quick fuel for our bodies, you know? In this group, we have cereals and grains like rice, wheat, corn, and oats. We also have tubers like potatoes, cassava, and yams. And then there are sugars like honey and fructose. They're divided into three main groups: monosaccharides, disaccharides, and polysaccharides. Hold on, who here thought carbs were only in candies and cakes? Not at all. Pasta and rice are also part of the mix. And while they're divided into three groups, only two really stand out: simple and complex carbs. So we have simple carbs, which are sugars, honey, sodas, ice cream, sweets in general, chocolates, refined flour, and so on. Then we have complex carbs, which are packed with fiber. These are like the good guys according to nutritionists. Think whole foods, seeds, sweet potatoes, yams, cassava, oats, and whole grain bread, the beloved favorite. Complex carbohydrates are mostly made up of soluble fibers, which can be dissolved in water, and insoluble fibers, which cannot be dissolved in water. Now, did you know there are people out there who want to say goodbye to carbs completely? They say carbs make you fat, and that's true, but only if you overdo it, okay? If your body doesn't use all that energy, guess what? It turns into fat. But let's get serious. How much is actually good to consume? We found a carbohydrate curve that makes our lives easier. Want to know how much is allowed? Come with us. First, let's get to know the carbohydrate curve generally used as a reference for a low-carb diet. The carbohydrate intake zones. Carbohydrate intake is often the deciding factor in successful weight loss and preventing common health problems like metabolic syndrome, obesity, and type 2 diabetes. These daily intake levels assume you're also consuming enough healthy proteins and fats and practicing some form of primal exercise. The ranges in each zone consider individual metabolic differences. 0 to 50 grams per day, ketosis and intermittent fasting zone. This is an excellent catalyst for rapid fat loss through intermittent fasting. However, it's not recommended for extended periods, except in supervised programs for obese individuals or type 2 diabetics, due to unnecessary deprivation of plant foods. 50 to 100 grams per day. The sweet spot for weight loss. This reduces excess body fat by minimizing insulin production. It allows you to lose 1 to 2 pounds of body fat per week with satisfying and minimally restrictive meals. 100 to 150 grams per day, primal maintenance zone. Once you've reached your goal or ideal body composition, you can easily maintain it while enjoying abundant vegetables, fruits, and other primal foods. 150 to 300 grams per day. Insidious weight gain zone. Most conscious eaters and people who don't succeed with diets end up here. This happens due to frequent intake of sugar and grain-based products like breads, pasta, cereals, rice, and potatoes, even whole grains. Despite trying to do the right thing by minimizing fats and cutting calories, people can still gain an average of almost 2 pounds of fat per year over decades. 300 plus grams per day. Standard American diet danger zone. Everyone except those who exercise extremely tends to produce excessive insulin and store excess fat over the years at this intake level. This increases the risk of obesity, metabolic syndrome, and type 2 diabetes. Wrapping up, understanding these zones can help you make informed decisions about your carbohydrate intake based on your health goals and current situation. That's a wrap for today's episode. If you found this information helpful, please subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and share this podcast with friends and family. Your support helps us continue bringing you valuable health content. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.